All right. We now will talk about the Zeroth Law of thermodynamics. Let's understand what Zeroth Law is. So, if let's say there are three systems A, B, and C. So, we say that if A and B are in equilibrium with each other, and A and C, if they are also in equilibrium with each other, then B and C will be in equilibrium with each other. That is, if they are in equilibrium with each other, A and B in equilibrium with each other, A and C in equilibrium with each other, then B and C will be also in thermal equilibrium. What do you mean by equilibrium? This is very important to understand what is equilibrium. It essentially means there is no heat flow. Temperature is constant. So this is the basic definition of an equilibrium. There will be no heat flow between A and B, A and C, or B and C, and the temperature is constant for A, B, and C. So therefore the temperature of A is equal to temperature of B and temperature of C. Do understand that temperature is always the driving force for heat flow, not the heat quantity itself. For example, A might be containing a different amount of heat than B, than C, or the heat quantity or the heat amount of heat contained by each of the body or each of the system might be different. But still they can be in thermal equilibrium if their temperature is constant, and that essentially means there is no heat flow between A, B, or C. It's also true for any two of the system. For example, if A and C and B and C are also in equilibrium, then we can also say A and B are in equilibrium with each other. So between any two system amongst these three systems, if any two of them are in equilibrium with each other, then the other will also be in equilibrium. So that is what is meant by thermal equilibrium, and this is what the Zeroth Law of thermodynamics means. So what it essentially means is that if they are not in a thermal equilibrium, then they will reach that thermal equilibrium by heat flow, and we normally have those calorimetry rules to arrive at a particular thermal equilibrium to maintain a constant temperature. Okay.